Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. It's the 20th of July. Tomorrow, I will not be here. So don't come looking for me, no. I already did the one Toriko live reaction. I'm going to do a scheduled recording of it. Haven't decided if I'm going to try to do another one. Yeah. But we shall see. But this is going to be Taizai. We're going to do Taizai first, and then I'll do Captain Earth. This chapter, wow. I seemingly am lost for words. So let's get into this. Chapter, Nanatsu 7 Deadly Sins. Chapter 86. Basically we got a cut page, Order of the Knights, or the leftover clean up creed, number 1. Yeah. That's Hawk. And it says chapter 86 imminent threat. So we've got Jericho, and she apparently is a demon now. Shit is getting really hectic. Diane is fighting basically Jericho as a demon. And King and Diane have a few words about this. So she's holding down Jericho, and I'm killing Jericho. Diane can barely move right now. I'm fine. And obviously something's going on, and King's basically stating that it's likely the demon blood within the new generations is going berserk. And he's like, on its own. And it's like, Melas is like, no, someone made it go berserk. And then sure enough, and then they basically say, Captain, you mean someone's behind this, or the new generation, something go on the rampage, and we hear a very astute observation. And I think, I'm not sure where I saw this, but I don't think it was on Manga Hero comment section. I think it was in the J room. Oh, I might have seen it somewhere. Don't remember where. And what it was someone was comparing Hendrickson to Dio Brando. Now, no, I wouldn't go that far. But what Hendrickson did in this chapter, morally wrong. It's morally wrong. Just completely morally wrong. On every angle. Just, there's no hope for him. That is the way I look at it. Hendrickson right now, the best thing to happen to him is he be turned into a pile of smoldering ash. That's the way I look at it. He truly is the worst of the worst. In a good way. Because what he did in this chapter blows me away. Now, he explains, and in the way he was talking about the new generation, like their failures, oh, terrible. Saying, in other words, failures. They couldn't become holy knights. Inferiority complexes toward holy knights rage against their paladins in their hearts, and those negative emotions react with the demon blood and give birth to their power. However, with an ancient, their demon can be made go berserk. And just like that, their weakness, now they are swallowed by the thick torrent of darkness the body's taken over. And Emil also realizes Hendrickson's still alive. And he's got that blackness on the side of his eye. And he's also got these weird things going on with his hair. I don't know what that is, but I think it's just the darkness of the demon blood. And, you know, Gale's basically saying, "It'll be alright, Margaret. Why does he look like that? He must have drunk the demon blood." And saying this is a wonderful gift. True unification with the demon blood greatly enhances the physical body and its powers, so on and so forth. And saying about his experiments, you're great. This is what results. He says basically wants Elizabeth, saying, "Hand over Elizabeth. If you do, I'll let you live as a show of mercy." And, you know, Meliodas basically saying, "You're neither human nor demon. You're just an idiot." And then Hendrickson's like, "I expected as much." And King's like, "Did you expect this?" "Of course." And he gets thrown to the side, King. And then he says, "Someone else." It's... I can't believe who showed up there. The explanation of who shows up in front of King just was like, wow. Just wow. Who shows up? Hellbram. Hellbram was dead, but apparently he's not. He says, "You just died, didn't you?" And basically, what he did, Hendrickson, to Hellbram, let me tell you something right now. Now, I don't want to go on a limb here, and I don't want to label Hendrickson this, but he's a motherfucking manipulator. And when I mean manipulator, a true manipulator. Like, holy shit, what you did. And he goes to an explanation, basically saying there's no point in speaking to him. He answers on his... So I'll answer on his behalf. He's originally dead. You killed him 150 years ago. And he's like, "What did you do to Hellbram?" And he says, "The bodies of you fairies never rot. If you die, you just float around in the black market for close to 150 years, being sold and resold for high prices. But 8 years ago, I brought him and gave him another life. The forbidden technique passed among druids, enslavement of the day. He served me very well, certainly worth the investment." Diane's saying, "That's cruel, just so cruel. But you can only revive someone twice, and each time the soul becomes more eroded and the abilities decline significantly." That's fucked up. That, to me, is morally wrong. That really is morally wrong. Like, Hellbram isn't even given the peace that he wants. Hendrickson's like, "No. Okay, you died again? You're going to be revived again." He won't let Hellbram die. Now, obviously, he can't do this another time. Hendrickson. So, but that was only the beginning of what happened in this chapter. Because then, you know, King's like, "That's too much." And Hendrickson's like, "More joyful, Fairy King. I gave you a great opportunity to meet your friend, kill him 3 times. Meet him 3 times, kill him 3 times. This isn't something anyone would experience, you know." Then you just hear Hendrickson, and you just see Gil and Meliodas go after him. And Vivian shows up. Now, this Vivian girl, I have to say, you're really fucking stupid. Because she obviously has a thing for Gil. And if she thinks going along with Hendrickson's gonna work for her, no, it's not. So she basically grabs Margaret and Elizabeth. He's like, "You're mine, Gil." You know, basically say how much I love you, and he gets stabbed. Well, no, Meliodas gets stabbed. And then so does Gil Thunder, and Vivian is upset. Margaret's upset. Meliodas, why, Gil? You didn't tell me no, it was. Now this man is completely yours. Once he's a corpse, he will never leave you ever. Oh, then just to be thorough, let's finish you two off. And he's basically going to kill him right then and there. But there's a twist! Yes! Elizabeth decides, no, I'll go with you. Wow. She stops Hendrickson for killing Meliodas and Gil Thunder. I will go with you as you wish, but in return, do not lay a hand on those two, so on and so forth. But I'll toss in Gil Thunder as a bonus. So they leave, and Meliodas is like, don't go, Elizabeth. Let me save you once in a while, too. But guess what? It goes from bad, really bad, to holy shit. The shit just went and hit the fan bad. Bond shows up. And I'm like, holy shit. So, he shows up on, and at the end it says, Captain, found you. And it says, if he kills his precious friend Meliodas, his beloved Elaine comes back to life, the scale in his heart begins to tip. And as a bonus, next issue, the anime broadcasting schedule will be announced. That's hype. That's real hype. The demon's on the rampage, and the chaos, Bond's eyes, Meliodas with the mission he received from the goddess clan. This chapter, I can't give it anything less than 5 out of 5. Now, I'm going to label Hendrickson here. Wow. Wow. This guy is nothing more than 150% pure evil. Think about Hellbrand for a minute. What he did to Hellbrand, Hendrickson, in my opinion, has got to be one of the worst things you can do to a person. Hellbrand was dead. Brought him back to life. Then, King kills Hellbrand again. Brings him back to life. You know what that's like? It's not immortality. No, it's not. Like, Hellbrand's not even himself anymore. That's really fucked up. Like, really? Now, okay. I'll be able to review next week's chapter because I'll be back then on vacation, but I truly cannot see Bond killing Meliodas. And here's why. If he kills Meliodas, who's going to save Elizabeth? Who's going to save the kingdom? Bond's going to do that? I don't know about that, man. I don't know. But should be interesting next week. I mean, Elizabeth, her decision, I mean, there was no other way. There was no other way. Rather, she goes with Hendrickson or he kills him. So, that was the way it is. But, good chapter. 5 out of 5. Wow. Pure evil. 100, like I said, 150% of pure evilness. That is what Hendrickson is. And he gives no fucks. Like, it takes a real evil son of a bitch to turn people into demons. And to take someone who's dead and not revive him once, but revive him again? That's cold. That to me is like, yo, you're on some major god shit. Like, for real. You make... Here's the thing. The way I look at Hendrickson is this. He makes people suffer. He really does. It's not about killing people. That's not what I look at. He makes them suffer. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Bonkai922. I'll see you guys later. Don't worry about Akame. I will get the Akame one way or the other. I will get the Akame ga Kiru review done. And if I can't, when I come back, don't. So yeah, look forward to that. I'm Bonkai922. I will catch you guys later. Hendrickson. What an evil son of a bitch. Peace.